don't take L's, I take lessons. I'm all about learning and growing. I have a growth mindset, something that I can't help. I'm constantly trying to take every situation that I come across or challenge that I come across, experience that I come across, and learn from those things and try to figure out, how I can be better, how I can grow, how I can improve. And I like to say, to stay young, keep learning, you're always growing. I believe that we are evolutionary, so we never stop growing in every aspect, every part of our lives, of ourselves. Like, we can always improve, we can always change, we can always grow. You're only stagnant or stuck or content if you allow yourself to be. Let's get into the video. My mom has always told me from as young as I can go back to remember, to be thankful for all that you have, regardless if it's big, small, a lot, little, whatever you have, be thankful for it, be grateful for it, be appreciative of it, because there is always, 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 always somebody less fortunate. That's something that kind of just like was instilled in me, and I kind of like literally live day to day of my life just thinking about. Like growing up, me and my sister, my mom used to make me and my sister clean out all of our toys. Anytime, like any toys that we got that we no longer played with, like every couple of months, like we would have a day where we have to do a deep clean, and we would go through and get rid of anything that we no longer play with or want. And we didn't throw them away, but we gave them away. And every single time we did this, she used to tell us the same thing every time. Like, there's someone out there who's less fortunate. If we ever wanted something and we got an attitude about it because we couldn't get it, or maybe she got us something or someone got us something and we didn't like it that much or we didn't really want it, that was like the first thing she said. Be thankful and appreciative of what you do have, because there's somebody out there who don't have nothing and would most definitely appreciate whatever it is that you may take for granted. That's just something that sticks with me. Every time I get something, I'm very appreciative of anything that anyone gives to me, regardless of how big or small it is. I truly, honestly appreciate it. It is okay to ask for help. This is like one of the hardest lessons that I've learned. I would consider myself to be like the strong person in my family or amongst a group of friends. Like, I'm the person who has it all together. And I typically like to do everything on my own. I'm always like, I got it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to do that. On and on and on. But y'all, I learned the hard way that it is okay to ask for help. No matter how strong you are, no matter how independent you are, all of that is great. Give yourself props, like clap yourself on the back. We are all different. That is why there's people who are better at certain things than you are. That is why people have certain skills that you don't have. Like, utilize your people around you. Utilize these people who are like good at these things that you're not good at, who have like these skills that you don't have. Like, that's what they're there for. That's their, what's the word I'm looking for? That's their expertise. So it's like, reach out, ask for help, because quite frankly, doing everything on your own does get exhausting. It's completely okay to ask for help, to reach out. Do it. Don't stress yourself out trying to do everything on your own. I don't recommend. Your health and your mental health is way more important than any other job out there. I had a job where it literally took over my life, you guys, and I didn't realize how much it was taking over my life. Like, I was spending so much time at this job, putting so much effort into this job. Like, I live, breathe, sleep this job. This job was like stressing me out so much. Like, my skin was breaking out. I was genuinely not happy. Like, I did not enjoy going to work. I did not enjoy all of the people that I worked with. I was just stressed. I was like losing weight. It was just horrible. I was neglecting not just myself, but like my family, my friends, like just more all the important things in life. Like I noticed that my job like consumed me and it took me away from those things. And I thought to myself, I was like, if something were to happen to me, God forbid, but if something were to happen to me to where I could not no longer be at this job, like that job would not care. They will replace me the next day. They will figure it out. They will have somebody in my spot tomorrow, in a week from now. They will not think twice about me not being able to do what they need me to do. They're gonna find somebody to do it. Let's think about it. Like, I'm not taking care of myself. Now I physically can't come to work because I'm sick or I'm just not like able or healthy. These people don't care. These people don't care. These people don't care. People say to set boundaries with like other people and like relationships and things like that, but like set boundaries with your job as well. What I learned to do was to hit an on and off switch. If I'm at work, I'm at work. By all means, you can have me do whatever you want with me. I'm at work. I'm all yours. But if I'm outside of work, that's it. Like, don't text me, don't call me. I'm not thinking about you. Don't think about me. Move at your own pace, you guys. Like, there is no timeline to life. You know, it goes by very fast. Like, you don't know, you know the beginning, but you don't really know the end. So it's like, move at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to other people around you. I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. But really try your best to really just not compare yourself to the people around you. One, you don't really know like what other people got going on. Like what they present on the outside may not be what is really going on behind the scenes or off of social media or with inside themselves. So it's like you can't really compare yourself to other people anyway if you don't know the whole story. But even if you do, it's just like everyone just has everyone goes at their own pace, everyone has their own timeline. Take your time, pace yourself. It's like driving a car. Like, don't be switching lanes to lanes. You're in one lane, stay within the lines, stay in that lane, because that's your lane, nobody else's. Less is more. You don't always need a lot. Like, it's really just as simple as it is. Like, sometimes you don't need too much. Sometimes, you know, you just need a little bit, and that little bit that you have is just enough. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand the people who, like, when you walk in a room, like, you know their presence, and it's not because, like, they just, that girl or that guy, it's not like that, but it's because they come in there and they do all this yapping and talking, or they have all this bling bling and like they're trying to show it off, and it's just like, chill out. Have a grace for yourself. Oh my goodness. Cut yourself some slack. Compliment yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Honestly, the way that I was raised, or like the mom and dad that I have, they didn't really have specific goals for me. I don't want to say they didn't really have expectations for me, but it kind of sometimes feels like they didn't, because it's like I don't have those parents, or they've never been the type of parents that were like, you have to do X, Y, and Z, point blank period. They're really just like, you can kind of do what you want, as long as I had an explanation for or a reasoning for whatever it was that I was doing and it made sense. They were like, okay. So because I never really had that growing up, I don't know, I guess I'm just a little bit of a high achiever. I don't really know. Or maybe it's because I didn't have that, so it's something that I always like craved. Or maybe it's just my personality. It's just I just feel like I need to have that to a certain extent in my life. I've just always set my own expectations, and they've always been high. Partly because I feel like, because everybody looks at me as the person to have it all together, I felt like, okay, this is how people's looking at me, so I have to like kind of live up to how they see me, how they perceive me. And then the other part of it was just because I feel like I have to prove a lot of things to myself that I'm capable of doing something. Because I have these high expectations for myself, I'm like extremely hard on myself. Like if I don't get something done or if I don't accomplish something, like I kind of beat myself up a little bit about it. I like get in a very sad, depressive state and kind of like isolate myself and then let myself get down for a little bit before I make up another goal that I have to achieve. And so I've learned to just kind of have grace for myself because, for one, I've realized that nobody is putting these expectations on me but me. And not everyone is always looking at me or perceiving me in the way that I think that they do. So it's like I have these high expectations for why. Take it easy on yourself. Like, other people out there are already hard on you. They already judge you, already like have these high expectations, already expecting so much of you. So if they not having grace for you, the least you can do is have grace for yourself. Because the other people, they got the other stuff in the bag for you. There's no need for you to be hard on yourself because other people out there, they doing that for you. Y'all, get out of your head. If you're like me, who's a thinker, an analytical thinker at that, like I'm always in my head about stuff. Like I'm always like nitpicking little things or just trying to like overthink things. And it's like, I always say this, your mind is the most powerful thing that you have. It's the most powerful asset. It can literally make or break you. So if you're constantly in your head, you have the ability to make yourself crazy. You have the ability to put yourself into whatever mood, good or bad, that there possibly is. Like you have the ability to say so many negative things about yourself and actually believe those things, but you also have the ability to like say so many positive things about yourself and actually believe those things. You have the ability to make yourself go after something and achieve something, but you also have the ability to make yourself just be lazy all the day. A lot of the time, we are the only people who gets in our way. Like we're the only ones who stops ourselves from achieving anything or getting anything done. I feel like in general, the first thing that we do when we don't get something that we want or we don't achieve a certain thing is like we tend to blame either other people or we blame it on something else. But like majority of the time, we're the only ones, ourselves are the only ones stopping us from doing anything or achieving anything or getting anything done. It's like we get in our own way and we don't realize that because we're always quick to like put the blame on someone else or something else. It really be us. If we just get out of our head and actually like believing in ourselves a little bit more, you'll be surprised at what you can achieve. Because like, how many times a day do you tell yourself you can't do something because someone told you you couldn't do it, or just because you just think you're not capable or you're unable to do it, and you believe that and so you don't do it. But think about, what if you started telling yourself, I can do this, I can do that, oh that's easy, I'm pretty sure I can do a very good job at that. And then because you're telling yourself these things, you start to believe it and then you do it. How would you feel then? Stop fighting yourself, stop being in competition with yourself, and stop getting in your own way. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that is okay. It is not meant for everyone to get what your journey is. It's not meant for everyone to understand what it is that you're trying to achieve, what it is that you're trying to accomplish, what it is that you're doing. Like, it's nobody else's business, to be honest. It's okay when you out here, what you would say is chasing your dreams, and people are looking at you like you crazy, telling you like, are you serious, or just kind of judging you and stuff like that. Like, they're not gonna get it. You wanna know why they're not gonna get it? Because what's meant for you is not meant for them. So they're not gonna get it, they're not gonna understand. And that's okay. Don't let those people trying to convince you that you're crazy or that like make you second guess yourself. So stop trying to get other people to understand you. Like, just do you, worry about you. Again, going back to the other lesson that I mentioned before, where you are in your own lane, stay in that lane. The other people, they don't need to be trying to swerve over to your lane. If they trying to, you need to like them back off the road. What's for you is for you. It's only meant for you to understand. It's only meant for you to get. The other people, if they don't get it, they don't get it. Just have fun, to like let loose and have fun. I'm kind of someone who can be a little bit more of the serious side. I know, like, if you watch any of my vlogs or my past videos, I'd be like silly a little bit. That's just because I'm in the comfort of my own home and I'm by myself, so I'm comfortable. But on a regular basis, like if I'm around people, sometimes I can come off pretty serious. And I've learned to everything doesn't need to be so serious in life. Like, you have to learn how to just let loose and kind of just have fun, be present, be in the moment, and just live your life. You know, I like to remember like the fun times, the small moments and things like that. And the times that I can remember where I wasn't always as having as fun or being as enjoyable, like I kind of not necessarily regret, but I wish that I would have appreciated those moments a little bit more. So just learn to just loosen up a little bit, have fun. Everything in life doesn't have to be so serious. I have a lot more life lessons that I've learned so far that I really would like to share. So I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this video. But yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.